Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Gizmo Joe. As you can see today, I have the Zhiyun, I'm not really sure how to pronounce that, Smooth Q 3-axis smartphone stabilizer, otherwise known as a gimbal. Now I'm really excited to grab one of these guys because I've never used one before, but I think the footage that you can get from these things are super amazing. If you don't know anything about them, basically what it does, you put your smartphone in this little contraption here. It's got 3 separate motors. You turn it on, and basically it stabilizes your phone, so you can get some really incredible cinematic looking footage. I just think that they're super cool, and so I was looking into getting one, and I wasn't sure which one to get. A lot of people seem to think that the DJIs, who I know are known for their drones, make really good gimbals, but they're also really expensive. So I did some digging, and Zhiyun also seemed to be another fairly reputable brand, and the Smooth Q model is one of their cheaper ones, but all the reviews that I looked up online said that it was pretty capable and it was pretty good, so I wanted to give it a go. Now I purchased mine from Amazon.com.au, so that's the Australian Amazon website. It cost me 149 Australian dollars, which is roughly about 110, maybe 120 US dollars, so pretty cheap. What I'm going to do right now is just unbox it. It, as you can see, is a fairly large box. It can barely fit into the frame there. I've already cut it open, so I cheated a little bit, but I didn't want to have to try to cut and film at the same time. I thought I might cut myself. So basically, if I can get this guy out, which is probably... There we go. Alright, so obviously it's got its little slip case there, but other than that, underneath is just a nondescript sort of cardboard box, and my camera's going wacky with me moving all this stuff in front. Anyway, let's open it up. So as you can see, right on top you got your 1-year limited warranty. I guess that's from, I guess I gotta fill that out. Moman Play, I guess, is the retailer that supplied this through Amazon or whatever, but they're giving me a 1-year warranty, so that's good. Alright, let's take a look in here. So this is actually the gimbal in here, but I will put this off to the side for now just to see what else is in the box. So we have an instruction manual. It's a pretty hefty instruction manual. It looks like everything is in English, and the English looks pretty good, so there should be no problems following this whatsoever. It looks fairly straightforward, but it does look like something that you'll definitely want to give a read through before you start playing around with this thing. Again, if you don't know anything about gimbals, best to read the manual first. And we'll set that off to the side. So, like, what's in here now? Now, everything that's totally empty in here. So what we have in here, okay, if I can get this guy out, probably the USB charging cable, I would imagine, because this gimbal has obviously an inbuilt battery. So, yep, so that's just a micro USB charging cable. And it's a flat cable too, which is cool. Means it won't get tangled as easily. And here is some sort of strap. You know what? The gimbal actually comes in a case, so I'm assuming this is the strap that goes with the case, if you want to like lug it across your shoulder or something like that. So that's kind of cool. Comes with a little strap. But anyway, let me set all this stuff off to the side, and we'll take a look at the actual gimbal. Alright, so let's pull it out of this slipcase. Okay, so as you can see, it comes in this, it almost looks like a guitar case, but yeah, it comes in a nice, it's a soft case, but it does feel fairly solid, like it could be bumped around and you wouldn't have much of an issue. So yeah, as you can see, it's got the little tag things there for the strap, so that's what the strap's for. But anyway, let's open this guy up. The case actually feels really nice. I mean, I know it's just a case, but it's always good to see high quality craftsmanship, I suppose. Alright, so as we see on the inside of the case, it's got the cutoff, and then there's your actual gimbal. There's the actual device itself. So I'll take it out just to show you. So as you can see, there's no phone obviously in this thing, so it's going to be all whacked out. But as you can see, your phone sits here in this little cradle, and it bumps up against this sort of counterweight here. Now here, here, and here are the motors. So this will essentially, you have a couple different options. You can do like a panning sort of thing. You can do a lock setting where the phone doesn't move at all. But basically, you hold it with the handle here, and the handle's got the battery on the inside. You have a little joystick here, which you can turn your phone up and down and whatnot. And there's a couple different modes here. And then obviously you have your recording button. Now this pairs to your phone via Bluetooth, and you do need to download the Zhiyun Play app, which is available for both iOS and the Android store. So no matter what phone you have, it should work. Now I did some test runs with this with my Xiaomi Redmi Note 5. I was really impressed with the results. Now there is some calibration that you have to do. It's really easy with the app. It's fairly straightforward. I pulled it out, played around with it for about a half hour, and I was able to get it all calibrated and ready to go. But I'll just talk a little bit about the construction now. It's all plastic. So the Smooth Q is one of the cheaper models, as I mentioned before, more budget-based. So it's an all plastic construction, save for the mounts and everything, which are metal. But now you can get the Smooth 4, which is a bit pricier. That's an all metal construction. But what's really cool about this one, it has a 1/4-inch thread down at the bottom, so you can hook it up to a tripod. And actually mine came with a tripod, really, really cheap. I probably won't be using it. It's just a small little metal thing with, you know, the actual mount. But that means that you can set this to do time-lapse videos. So basically you can set it, or time-lapse photographs, and basically you can set it so that it sits on the tripod and then it will just automatically pan over time to get you some really cool time-lapse shots. But yeah, anyway, fairly lightweight. I mean, obviously there's a bit of weight down towards the end there, but construction feels pretty good, and I'm pretty happy with it. Obviously stick around and I'll show you some of the test footage that I shot with this particular guy, but the Zhiyun Smooth Q is definitely a good buy as far as I'm concerned. Setup was fairly easy, construction is good, everything else I'm very, very pleased with, especially for the price. Like I said, 149 Australian dollars, works out to be about 110, 120 US dollars. You might even be able to find it even cheaper than that if you did a little bit of digging, but I just went through Amazon because I wanted it as fast as possible. But anyway, that's going to do it for this week. It's the Zhiyun Smooth Q smartphone gimbal. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments, and definitely give us a like and subscribe if you haven't already. It really helps out the channel. Thanks for watching. This is Gizmo Joe signing off. I'll catch you all next week.